Hey guys, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Theta Emerald EX Nuzlocke. In the last episode, which if you haven't seen yet, you should go watch. By the way, I'm gonna say that in every single episode. I'm never gonna not recommend you go watch an episode. But in the last episode, spoiler alert, we beat Brawly with flying colors, even though we only have a party of 3. Wanda the Spritzee was able to carry us through that fighting gym pretty easily. And like I said, on the backs of just Retro the Phantom, Wanda the Spritzee, and Sashimi the Marshtomp, we're doing pretty well thus far. But we're hoping in today's episode to get another encounter, which we will get one more encounter. I guess I'll go ahead and break the bad news to you guys first. At the end of last episode, I said I was going to do some fishing here and see what kind of the levels around here were for the old rod. See if the old rod is glitched everywhere in this ROM, or if it happens to just be in Dewford, and unfortunately it was glitched everywhere. All of the Pokemon I found here were between level 25 and 35, which is just a little too high for us. Like 25 is not that far off, it's only like 2 levels higher than Wanda, but there's no way to guarantee that we're gonna catch that level 25. We could end up getting the level 35 instead, and I don't wanna risk any party members or anything like that. So I think instead the smarter decision is to hold off, wait until we beat the 3rd gym, and then maybe reassess and see if we're more on pace with level 30s. And at that point we can go, we're gonna have so many fishing encounters to go back and get. So at that point we can redo that. So no fishing encounter in today's episode, which is sad, but we are gonna get to go up here to Route 110 and get a Route 110 encounter, which can hopefully round out the team a little bit. What do we have so far? We have Grass Ghost, Water, Ground, and Fairy. So there's like 11 other types we could potentially get here that we're hoping to snag. I've said that grass has been kind of a weakness for us, so if we can manage to snag like a fire type or a flying type or a bug type, any of those would be a welcome addition to the squad. Let's see what our Route 110 encounter is gonna be. I think I know what I want it to be. Ooh, that is not what I wanted it to be, but I'm totally fine with it. Yes, it's gonna duplicate the ghost typing, but honestly, what's gonna hit ghost type? Ghost and dark. We got dark taken care of because we got fairy, and ghost is super effective against itself, so as long as we're stronger level, we should be fine. And it adds the flying type that I was so worried about. It adds the flying type that I was so worried about. I don't know that I necessarily want Retro out here to do this battle though, so I will switch into Wanda. I actually wanted the Electrike, to be 100% honest with you. Going for the payback, not a big deal. I actually wanted the Electrike because even though it doesn't help us against the exact type I just said we need help against, Electric type would be a nice type to have on the team. Okay, let's go for the Fairy Wind. It shouldn't do a whole lot against this thing. We are 8 levels up, so maybe I should be a little bit more cautious, but I don't think a Fairy Wind... I'm going to throw up. I don't think a Fairy Wind will knock this thing out unless it crits. Do you risk the crit here? I don't even want to risk the crit. We have had such a rough time capturing things that I almost think you just throw the Pokeballs. I think you just throw the Pokeballs. You accept that he may jump out of some of them. That is totally fine. He knows Gust. Oh my gosh, we have a flying type move on the team. Again, I think you just take it. I think you take the fact that you could possibly take 150 Pokeballs to capture this thing. It's better than losing an encounter. I really just cannot. We've lost so many. I can't really afford to. Yes, I can throw the Great Balls, but we have 50 Pokeballs, so I may as well use them first and see if we can get a lucky capture and capture him on only 3 Pokeballs. That could happen too. And that's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay. Like I said, we're going to duplicate the ghost typing, but we are going to gain the flying typing from this, which is going to be really nice for us if we ever run into some grass types, which I have a feeling we probably will sooner rather than later. Drifloon is the balloon Pokemon. These Pokemon are called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. Extremely creepy. Give a nickname to the captured Drifloon. I am going to give a nickname to the captured Drifloon, and since Halloween was just a couple days ago, actually it's like 2 weeks ago at this point, I'm having trouble remembering who was the kid whose boat went into the sewer and then he got eaten by the clown in It. Because in It, they put the balloons on the sewers. What was that kid's name? Hey Google, what's the name of the kid from It? What's Your Name Kids song, super simple songs? No. I'm looking for, hey Google, What's the name of the kid who gets eaten by the clown in the movie It? It's like Jimmy or something, right? I can do a search for that. Yeah, please do that. Google, please search that. What's the name of the kid? The opening scene of It. Okay. Bill Skarsgård is the name of the guy who plays the clown. I don't care about that. It's a 6-year-old boy. What's the name of that 6-year-old boy? Okay, hold on. Bill Skarsgård. Okay. Annabelle. No. Hold on. Tim Curry. No. Georgie. That's gonna be really sad. But we're gonna go ahead and nickname this balloon Georgie. G-E-O. Oh yeah, because he goes, I can't spell. He goes, hiya, Georgie. And so I should have known that. Literally my roommate's favorite movie is It. I don't know that his favorite movie is It, but it's one of his favorite movies and he quotes it way too often. So, which is true of every movie. But I definitely should have known that his name was Georgie. Georgie the Drifloon, Ghost Flying type, has the Aftermath ability, not really going to help us. The Brave Nature also doesn't really help us at all, but, you know, all's well that ends well. And we have Astonish, Gust, Focus Energy, and Payback. Actually, our 2 moves right here are physical, although I believe you are a special attack. Yeah, you're special attacker. So, really, you're just a slow Drifloon, which kind of stinks. But it's okay. Hey, if we want to enter him in a contest, we totally could. I'm going to quickly see what else we could have captured there, but I also want to get Georgie a little bit of experience. Georgie's kind of lagging behind, only level 15. We need you to kind of catch up with the pack. I don't know why there were level 20s in Granite Cave, and now we're catching level 15s. That kind of bothers me. But let's see what kind of things we could have captured here. We could have captured a grass poison type, which honestly doesn't stink. Not the worst thing we could have captured, but it doesn't really help us. We already have a grass type. So you know what, if we were going to, mining's not that exciting. So again, if we were going to duplicate either the grass typing of Phantump or the ghost typing of Phantump, I'm glad that we're duplicating the ghost typing of Phantump. It's a little bit more exciting of a type. So, you know what? Trubbish, you're not trash. I mean, you literally are trash, but you're actually not the worst Pokemon in Planet Earth's history. Georgie already wants to learn Ominous Wind. We'll go and get rid of Focus Energy for that. I'm just trying to get him up to like level 20-ish or so very quickly, just to... Gotta be careful though. I don't think an Oddish has anything that's really gonna send me packing for the hills or anything. If we run into the Electrike, like I said, which I imagine they would still have the Electrike here. Now we're just finding Oddishes. I think it looks like Pokemon could be up to level like 20 here, so I think we just happen to get like, there's the Electrike. I think we just happen to get like the lowest roll humanly possible for Georgie at level 15, which stinks. It's gonna, oh no, you could get level 14, so we're good. It's just gonna mean it's gonna take a little bit longer to grind him up. We may go with 18. Obviously, we have a lot of trainer battles that we're gonna be doing in today's episode, which I'm not gonna spend forever on, but we do have that option, and I accidentally sent out into Toxic Specs. All right, you know, we're actually just gonna go ahead and get things going right now. I'm just happy to have a 4th member on the team. It's the most excited I've been to have a 4th member on the team in my entire life. I thought we'd have a fully stacked squad by now going towards the 3rd gym, but unfortunately it seems that is not the case. Let's head to the beach. Let's go to the beach and let's start getting into some battles. I'm not feeling double battle right now, Tadasi. My inner tube's round cool. I'm not feeling the double battles right now. I feel like we're just asking for trouble if we start doing double battles. And I also don't know what level some of these trainers are going to be. I mean, 18's fine. 18's not that big a deal. This thing could have Aurora Beam though, so we're not, it has Psybeam, which is annoying, but I'm not going to do, I guess Aurora Beam would have been super effective against Retro too, so I should probably rethink my strategies and maybe play a little bit slower so we don't end up losing Retro. That could be a good idea. Retro is going to hurt herself in Confusion, which is a lot of damage for some reason. Let's go ahead and use that potion real quick. He does have Aurora Beam, by the way. He does have Aurora Beam, which I think means Wanda's probably our girl. Wanda's probably going to go ahead and take care of this situation for us. We're going to Fairy Wind this Remoraid, get rid of him. A Skrelp is going to come in next. Skrelp is Water Poison, I think. So we're going to go into Georgie first, and then swap into Sashimi. Going for the Acid, yeah. We can go for Mud Shots against this thing. Oh, but he has Camouflage, so he's going to transform into the Ground type. Good to know, good to know, good to know. We may be healing in between battles here. We're not exactly a formidable foe yet. Again, the team is still in building. We're in reconstruction. We're like the Cincinnati Bengals. Actually, the Cincinnati Bengals are okay this year. I take it back. We're kind of like the San Francisco 49ers, except we lost Jimmy Garoppolo. But you know what? My Jimmy Garoppolo was Littlefoot. Actually, losing Jimmy Garoppolo would be the equivalent of probably losing. Why did I use that? You're part normal. Actually, I think you're just normal, so that was just bad play. I think it would actually be the equivalent of losing Marshtomp, which we really don't want to do. Bidoof is here. Can Bidoof use bite? Bidoof can probably bite. So I'm not interested in getting bitten by a Bidoof today. He could also roll out. So I'm glad we got out of there with Georgie. Georgie wasn't ready for that. Georgie wasn't in a good spot for that. Me, I'm here every day. Man, we have a lot of trainers to face. This guy wants a soda pop. I'm not going to bring you a soda pop. But I appreciate you letting me know you're thirsty nonetheless. Retro, get on out here. Get on out here. Take on this Zigzagoon. Going for the round eyes. I'm still going for Horn Leeches. Got to get that HP back. Go for the Fade's attack. Take him out. Georgie's a strange color. I don't know why all the 4th gen sprites up there get really strange colors. Air Cutter has a chance to miss, but is pretty much just better. I think I'm gonna get rid of Astonish though, just because Astonish is kind of bad. Even though we are Brave Nature, I don't think Astonish is doing that much for us. A Mantike is gonna come in next. I think I'll probably switch into Sashimi here and go for the Rock Tomb. Are you part flying yet? You are part flying yet, which is good. We're gonna go ahead and take you out. Okay, Tuber Ricky, I'm getting a bunch of little kids' phone numbers. It's kind of creepy. I'm not enjoying it. This man's throwing up like I always do. This man, he should have my name. Dude, let me get this lint off. You guys see any lint? I actually use this to style my hair every morning. Funny story. Shelder, I can't be in against. Honestly, Retro? Okay, I just found a type that actually hurts us pretty bad. Ice type? We don't really have an answer for. Since you're only half ice, I don't think you're going to go for the Icicle Spear, so I am going to go for Retro here. You go for the Icicle Spear, which is great. Let's hope you're not Skill Link Shelder, which would mean this is going to hit 5 times. And of course you're going to land a crit. Come on, he's going to be Skill Link, isn't he? He's going to land like 2 crits. Oh my god. No, you have to be fluffing. Come on, live. You got a little bit of belly there. You got a little bit of belly action, you did. That's the 2nd time Retro has lived on 1 HP, by the way, which is just ridiculous. Let's stop almost killing Retro. And what's funny is I keep sending him into situations that I know are going to be really bad for him, but he lives on 1 HP every time. How many times can he possibly pull that off? He's pulled it off twice already, so you know what? I'm totally fine with it. Go for some tackles here. Oh my gosh, I can't. This is a problem. This Shelder is an issue. No more Shelders allowed. We're gonna try to stop with the Shelders if we could. Tentacle's gonna come in. Georgie, come on in. And then Georgie, while you're in, I'm going to probably use a Super Potion on Sashimi. Toxic Spikes, huh? Well, then I think we're just gonna stay in and go for Air Cutters instead. Setting up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes. Oh! That didn't do a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for the Ominous Wind. I wouldn't think this guy has anything to really hit me with. Maybe Bubble Beam. I'm not super worried. Maybe we can get some boosts from the Ominous Wind, potentially? No, nothing yet. There's the Water Pulse. He could confuse me, and he is the same level as me, so that's not gonna do a small amount of damage. Thankfully, was not confused. Really appreciate that game, you for doing that. I would also really appreciate like a boost from one of these Ominous Winds. Any go... I'm gonna go for the payback since it should be twice as effective after he hits me, if that's how that works in this game. I think that's how payback works. This should take him out, I would think. Yeah, Tentacle's pretty specially defensive, so it's like that should get the job done. Take him out, okay. A Chinchou, huh? Well, Georgie can't stay in, but we can go into Sashimi, and there's still Toxic Spikes on the field, which I forgot about. The Mudshot's gonna connect, and thankfully, ooh. The Toxic Spikes plus the Confusion. I see what you're trying to do here. It's annoying, but I see what you're trying to do here. Break through the Confusion for me, Sashimi. Sashimi's the greatest. Sashimi is the greatest. I will never lose the Nuzlocke as long as I have Sashimi. Though I will need to go heal very quickly because 1 HP for Phantom. We're gonna, again, try to make sure that doesn't happen anymore. I can't swim. So I'm pretending to swim. I can't stream. Happy birthday, Raven! Cool. It is Raven. Love disc. Okay. Finally, a Pokemon that Georgie can take on without me being a little scary there. A little scary what I just saw there, so I'm actually going to go straight into Retro. Drain Kiss, huh? You gotta go for the Drain Kiss. Well, I'm gonna go for the Horn Leech. As long as you don't, like, devastate me by confusing me with this Water Pulse, which is exactly what you do. It's exactly what you do. You just do everything I don't want you to. I love you. Retro, thankfully, is gonna break through and take out the Love Disc. Oh my goodness, this is not fun. I've laid anchor in ports around the world, but Slate Port's the best. Is it? I like that port, actually. I like the port city in X and Y. Can't remember which one it is. Wingle's coming in. We can take care of a Wingle. Wingle's not that big a deal. We got Sashimi, who knows Rock Tomb. Can take him out like that. Ducklet's going to come in next. Once again, get a little bit of switch training action. Georgie about to hit level 21. He's about to be 9 plus 10. Which is amazing. And your last Pokemon is a Shellos, which has Retro's name written all over it. Retro, get on in here. Go ahead and Horn Leech this thing into next century. Thank you so much. We got any more trainers? Any more trainers? I think that's all the trainers out here. Obviously, we do still have the Soda Pop shop to deal with, which I guess I'm gonna use a couple potions, and I think we can go ahead and deal with this right now, actually. Let's get all the trainers taken care of. Let's get all the trainers on the beach done, so we don't have to worry about them. You got a nice looking Mudkip there, I'm not gonna lie, but Retro is gonna destroy it. That's all the Pokemon you had today. Okay, cool. Again, as long as no Shelders appear. Shelder, you kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. Landing 2 crits on a skill link Icicle Spear, it's annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Mawile's coming in. We don't have a great answer for Mawile. Mudshot, 2 Mudshots usually gets the job done. It might be 3 in this case. It is 2 in this case. He has the Ice Fang, I always forget. He has the Ice Fang, which is kind of scary, but we lived it. We lived it, and we don't have to worry. Georgie wants to learn Clear Smog, which, yeah, I'm actually going to get rid of Gust for that. It's going to be nice having something to deal with fairy types, which we didn't really have an answer for. We don't have any Steel, or now we have a Poison, so that's going to be our answer for those. Sashimi's going to go to level 24, which is delicious. It wants to learn Aqua Tail. You are physically offensive, I'm pretty sure. I think that might be better. We should probably just get rid of Tackle. Tackle's actually worthless, so let's just get rid of Aqua Tail instead. I like Water Pulse for the ability to confuse the enemy. It's basically to get them on my level, since I'm always confused. It's nice to be able to do that, so I think I'm gonna stick with that instead. One more trainer, it's a Sailor. If you're looking for a battle in the seashore. That could have been like the sickest rap on the 7 seas. Sailor Dwayne's gonna send in a Poliwag. We ain't worry about no Poliwag, because I'm gonna send in Retro. He's gonna try to put me to sleep. Not gonna work. He's gonna set up the rain. Not gonna work again. Corphish is coming in next. He could have Pursuit, so I'm actually just going to stick with Retro and Horn Leech him, because nothing to worry about there. And a Slowpoke for his final Pokemon. I think we can beat a Slowpoke. Go for the Ominous Wind. Super effective, obviously. Yeah, we can beat a Slowpoke. Nothing to worry about. Sir, I believe I have one. Please fill me up with Sody Pop. A half a dozen bottle of delicious Soda Pop that's going to rot my teeth away. Thank you so much. I gotta admit something. I've been pretty good lately about not drinking soda. I tried to give it up back in college just because it's not that great for you, but I had a tough time. Dr. Pepper is my ultimate weakness. I can't not drink Dr. Pepper. And at my work, oh, my hair's doing something. At my work, we have a fridge that is fully stocked with Coca-Cola products, all the way from sodas to teas to diet sodas to waters to flavored water, etc. And I've been trying to drink more sparkling water and diet soda, and not even diet soda. I'm trying to cut out diet soda even. But they recently this week decided, they never stocked it before, but I guess at someone's request, they decided to start stocking Dr. Pepper. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been caving a lot. I've been drinking a lot of Dr. Pepper. It's not good. Welcome to the Oceana Museum. The entrance fee is, I always hate it. I always wondered what would happen if you literally didn't have $50 here. Could you soft lock yourself from the game and never be able to progress if you didn't have $50? I don't know, that's a good question. Any of you guys want to give me free Pokemon? I could use some free Pokemon. I know this guy's gonna give me Thief. thank you so much. Go run away, because I beat his butt before. But I don't think they're going to give me anything other than Thief in here. But we are going to find Captain Stern, which is very nice for us. We can finally talk to him. Yes, if you're looking for Stern, that would be me. Ah, those must be the parts I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you, that's great. We can prepare for our expedition now. Ooh, hit my funny bone. Ooh, it's very not comical. Hold it, we'll take those parts. Well, what? Who are you people? We're Team Aqua. Boss wants those parts, so shut your yap and fork them over. I don't know why the evil team always ends up getting a New York accent. I'm not trying to make any broad statements about people from New York. But it just always ends up, the chips always seem to fall that way, unfortunately. We got a level 19 Tentacool incoming. Not fun, but Sashimi, we already know, can take care of this thing. And as long as he doesn't set up some toxic spikes so that I can still switch around freely, I will be happy. Tentacool's going to take 2 mud shots to take care of. He's going to go for Rap. Rap's not that big a deal. As long as we land that mud shot, Tentacool gonna fall. The next Pokemon that's going to come in is going to be an Oddish, which is a great Pokemon for Georgie to send into the Shadow Realm. Go ahead and air cutter this thing. And didn't quite one-shot it. You know what, Georgie? You know what, Georgie? A little upset by that. You do wake up, though, and I gotta give you credit for that. Thanks for waking up, Georgie. Georgie, you may grow to level 23 here. Okay, I was just getting you prepared just in case you did. You didn't, but you could have gone to level 23 there. Georgie, can you take on a Grimer? Maybe, but I don't trust you, so I'm gonna go into Sashimi. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let's try to get the water pulse off on this thing. See if we can confuse him, because a minimizing Grimer is not on my it's not on the menu today. I don't feel like eating this Grimer. It's gonna take 2 of those, which stinks. Can we just land that second water pulse? Nope, we can't. We can land the 3rd one though, and that's gonna take out. Just kidding, he's gonna survive on 1 HP. Now we just gotta land 1. Oh, you're gonna do this. We just gotta land 1 more water pulse, which of course he's just gonna minimize like crazy now and make it lit. Oh, and lower my accuracy and increase. Okay, so we're basically gonna reach a point where we just can't hit him ever. And now I've been poisoned. So I think what I have to do is switch into Retro and use Feint Attack, which is 100% accurate, which I should have done a long time ago. We're gonna go ahead and go for Feint Attack. It's 100% accurate. Take out the 1 HP Grimer for me. Now, unfortunately, we have a poisoned Marshtomp going into battle number 2 here, because you don't get to heal in between these battles. But Georgie does go to level 23, which is exciting. But Marshtomp's gonna be not available for this battle. Oh, kid beat me. Okay, second Team Aqua guy, let's go. Oh man, what a disaster. The boss is gonna be furious. Sniveling Wimp, let me take care of this. Okay, let's see what you got. Hopefully nothing that we need Marshtomp for, preferably. A Zubat's gonna start things off. It'd be like great for Marshtomp to be able to come in. I don't think, oh. I don't know if I can. Let's Super Potion Sashimi, just to get him ready. The air cutter's gonna hit. That's not that much damage. We're totally fine. We're totally fine. What was I worried about? We have 10 antidotes. Go ahead and heal up Sashimi. That's a problem. That's a problem, though. Luckily, Zubat is extremely weak until he evolves into Golbat, so it's actually not that big a deal. Gonna go for another Feint Attack. There's this weird thing in this game where it's like the first turn the AI doesn't know what it's doing and it uses a dumb move, and then after that point it wisens up and starts using the smart moves. So like the first turn he hit me with an air cutter, which did nothing. He should have just been using Feint Attack the whole time. I don't know why it does that. We're gonna go for the Rock Tomb on the Zubat. Should one-shot it. I'd be shocked if it didn't. Again, Zubat is a frail little boy. In this case, girl, but pretty frail. Nothing to worry about there. The next Pokemon is... Crocodile, you're so cute with a Crocodile. Going into Retro, this thing's gonna have Bite and or Crunch and or Ice Fang. All of which are scary, but if we outspeed, a Hornleech should take it out. Don't have to worry about it. I keep sending in Retro. I think it's part of the problem with Retro's typing is the Grass type is not one of the best types in the entire game, I must say. Even though I do love the Phantom line, the Grass type still holds it back. What? I lost 2? Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and bring in your boss. Now what? If we don't get those parts, we're in for it. I didn't count on being meddled with by some kid. Hello, Sweetbeard. I came to see what was taking so long to snatch some parts, and you simps. What the heck is a simp, and is it a curse word? Hey Google, what does simp mean? A silly or foolish person. Thank you. And you simps held up by a mere child? With Team Aqua, we love the sea, and I'm Team Aqua's leader, Archie. What makes you interfere with us? No, you can't be. You're not one of Team Magma. Wait, that can't be right. You're not dressed for the part. Pokemon people, all life depends on the sea. So Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we're doing is a magnificent undertaking. Ah, fine. You're still too young to understand our noble objective. But I warn you. Don't ever consider interfering with our plans again. Our consequences will cost you dearly, and don't you forget it. You're okay, Gilmore. Anyway, that was a tense situation. Thanks for saving us. Yes, I almost forgot that you even brought the parts from Devon. Okay, the Devon goods have been handed back to you. Please enjoy them. Whoops, there's no time to lose. We have to set it on the ocean floor expedition really soon. Thanks again, but now I gotta go. Feel free to wander around and check out our facilities, though. I probably won't do that. Thank you for the heal. Appreciate that. But I probably won't wander around and check out the facilities. I checked them out enough, and I gotta say, they don't impress me. Not trying to be rude or anything, but they don't. Okay, Scott, what you doing here? Huh? I'm sure I met you somewhere before. If I introduce myself to you, if not, my name is Scott. I just saw Team Aqua run away from here like they was stung. Let me guess, you drove them away? Maybe, just maybe this trainer. All right, I think you and I are gonna become a good friend. So let's register each other in our Pokénavs. Do people just give me numbers left and right? Why does it doesn't work like that in real life. I got like 3 people's numbers here, and 3 of them are my mom. What I'd like to do is tag along with you, but I do want to keep an eye on the talents of other people too, so I'll be off to roam the other towns a bit more. Be seeing you, Gilmore. Okay. Thank you for the kind words. I said we were going to go ahead and head back to So we were gonna head back to, not Goldenrod, what's the name? Rustboro. I said we were gonna go to Rustboro and grab the EXP share, but I actually don't think we need it right now. I think we'll probably wait till we get to Mauville, go ahead and get our encounter to the left of Mauville, and then maybe go through Rustville Cave or Marlborough Cave, whatever they call it. That's a cigarette, so probably not that. Whatever they call that cave, we'll go through there and then we'll go grab the stuff on the other side. But until then, am I healed up? I think I am healed up. In the next episode, I guess we will go ahead and, start making our way through Route 110. Or Professor Birch is going to talk to me first. Oh, Gilmore, imagine seeing you here. And where mine may be. Well, I gotta tell you, we're about to have a rival battle next episode. Oh, I see you two are running separately. Well, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I heard your Pokénav had the match call system installed. Well, then I should register you in my Pokénav as well. That way, even when we're apart, I can rate your Pokédex anytime. Thanks, Professor Birch. Appreciate you. Gilmore, please keep an eye out for May. Well, I'd better get going. See you again, Gilmore. I don't know how he doesn't run into her, because she's literally on this route. So anyway, like I said, in the next episode, we're going to have to go take on May and make it to the next route. But I think by the end of next episode, we should probably be able to get another encounter, which is exciting. I can't decide if I want to skip the trainers on this route or what I want to do with them. We'll figure that out later, I guess. I'll have to take an assessment of how high a level we are and how high we're not, because we spend a lot of time just doing trainer battles, and some of them are scary, as you saw with that SHELLDER battle, but I would say a majority of them are kind of just flyover material. Shout out to Kansas. But I feel like most of them are pretty easily skippable, so I'll have to decide if I want to do them on camera or just stick to the main story stuff so we can get through the game a little bit faster. And if I have to grind up before a gym battle or anything, then I can go back and fight all those trainers. And obviously, if I lose a Pokemon, well, in that case, it sucks, but you know, things happen. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.